Alright lads, welcome back to another video. Obviously you're here looking for some Warzone tips and tricks, and whether you're console or PC you're going to get something useful out of this video, and I'm not just saying that to make you stick around. The video is aimed more towards PC players because I'm a PC player, so I know how to help them more. But I have played controller before in the past for like probably 5 or 6 years. I'm only 2 years on keyboard and mouse, not even, but look, that's not the point. You're here for some tips and tricks. I'm going to run some gameplay in the background while I do a bit of talking, and I'm probably going to give you maybe between 5 to 10 tips. I'm just going to talk and break down as many as I can. I'm not going to structure the video on any specific tips. I'm just going to give you information. Whether you use it or not is up to you, but trust me, it's all good information and it's been built up over a long period of time. So take what you want and leave what you want. Something's going to be useful to you, I guarantee you that. And obviously hit that sub button or the like button, or maybe both. And even if you don't want to click off the video, in the bottom right at any time during the video, you can click that wolf logo and a pop-up will come up saying to subscribe. You can do that too. You don't even have to leave the video or click out, anything like that. So now I'm going to play some gameplay and just do a bit of talking. Alright lads, I have some nice duo gameplay in the background. We kind of go off, not really. It's just kind of nice gameplay for you to look at in the background. And we're going to start off with the first tip being the playstyle. You need to have your playstyle sorted out before you go in the game. And you need to be able to adapt to other playstyles if things don't go to plan. For example, you drop somewhere where you think is going to be quiet, it ends up being stacked, and there's too many people to even know where everyone is. They're just everywhere. And then you get a great gun. Okay, you weren't prepared to fight, but you have a great gun, so now the option is in your hands. You have a great gun, you could take on a fight at the start if you want. But then again, like you're just placed with so many decisions, and it's hard to make the right one. That's all I'm saying. So as far as playstyle goes, you need to have like, basically you have your aggressive, you have your passive. You have your passive aggressive. Passive aggressive is like, you won't shoot anybody until they shoot you. And then you have the other way where it's aggressive passive. If someone's aggressive with you, you just run away. Obviously you want to find a nice medium, but you have to be able to swap between all 4 playstyles. 4 playstyles being passive, where you will just like not fight the whole game until the end. Then you've got aggressive, where you're just playing for kills. If you get the win, you get the win. Then you've got passive aggressive, which is like the smartest way to play. You get the best of both worlds. If it's an easy fight and you know you can win, you take it. If it's a hard fight, you don't take it. So you're playing like it's like a medium risk. Passive is obviously low risk, and then aggressive is high risk. Your game could be ended basically in every fight because you're playing so fast paced and aggressive. Playing aggressive is obviously the hardest to master, because there's so many different things that can be involved. Like, you might not have your loadout and you have to play aggressive. Like, there's so many different things, and you have to be, basically what I'm saying is you have to be able to swap between all 4 playstyles at any given time. Like, you could be fighting someone, you get third party, now you have to play passive. You need to dip. You know, that's literally the fundamentals of the game. It's just swapping between those 4 playstyles at the right time. And obviously, I just want to throw this out there. Having your loadout, so if you can get your loadout as fast as possible, especially on Rebirth Island, you can kind of get, if you get it, let's say, before first circle even starts closing, which is pretty, not that challenging because they're actually cheaper, they're like 7,500. But if you can do that, you have an upper hand on probably half the lobby. So therefore you can play more aggressive because you know you have better guns. See, it's simple things like that, and it's just swapping between those modes, those 4 playstyles, based on what positioning you're in, what advantages you have, what disadvantages you have, and like having your loadout is an advantage. So if you have your loadout and you have high ground, and maybe you have your teammate able to flank, you have so much good positioning. You've got the better guns, you've got probably more health, you've got more shield, you have the upper hand because you spot them and they didn't spot you. So you have all the decisions. You can decide to leave the fight or start the fight. You know, based off all those decisions, that's going to be how that fight goes, and you need to be able to take advantage of every single advantage in the game. So obviously then you have edge map, center map. Center map is a bit less predictable, because the only thing you can really predict is they can come from everywhere. If you're a dead center, like see in the map right now, the prison up to my right, up in the little map on my my hood. If you're in that prison, like you are, if you're up on that roof, I like sniping from up there sometimes and just basically just camping. But when you're up on that roof, so many different things can pose a threat to you. Like, you can get gondoled, you can get ziplined, people can come up both of those little buildings. People can parachute in and land on you. There's so many different things at play. So the more center you go, the more attention there is going to be on you, because you can be seen from the outside. But if you're on the outside of the map, you can play so much more passive and play for endgame basically. So what I'm saying is, if you want to be more of the aggressive player, it's obvious to go and land in the stacked spots and stuff. But maybe you don't want to play that aggressive. Maybe you want to land passive, get your guns, play aggressive. That's the way I personally play, which is more of the passive aggressive. Passive until you have the advantage on people, aka the advantage in this case being a loadout, then go more aggressive, and then keep getting more and more aggressive until someone poses a threat to you, and then play passive. It's literally that simple. That's the best play style to play. Take what you can get, but don't try to force fight a team that you don't need to. Then obviously about the landing edge map or center map, are you going for kills or placement? If you're going for kills, you want to land more central. Then, like, obviously you've got 3 parts of the map. You've the outer crusts landing at the very edge, like what we did at the start. Then the guys I'm shooting are kind of not in the middle of the map, but they're in the kind of in between the edge and the center, and that is the best place and the worst place to be. Best because you can decide to go more in, or you can decide to go more out. But if you get an unlucky drop, like the guy I'm shooting now, the way he's there, if he was on that roof that he jumped off at the start of the game, that roof to my right, he can get shot at from down below, and he can get shot at from above. So it's a hard one to win. You get me? Anyway, moving on. Then you have communications. If you're playing with a team, you got to be able to communicate with them. Like, I mean paint pictures. I mean tell them what suits they're wearing, what buildings they're in, as far as what windows they're in, as what guns they have. Like, it really saves games, painting pictures for your teammates. That's the play style you got to have. I'm being dead serious. Yeah, paint pictures. That's a very good tip. Obviously then, as far as your guns, you want to have optimal loadouts. Watch my class edit videos. But no, I'm only messing. I need J-Gods. Loads of people can have good class edit videos, so I just watch them. You get me? Then that's that.
Enemy dropping into the AR. Disregard. Drag out. Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Rip that one out. Fire sale is active. Buy stations cross through industrial. This'll get you back in the game.
One on me, one on me.
Enemy soldier incoming.
ammo. Movement. Movement.
Enemy soldier incoming.
That was too close.
Contact.
Gas is closing in.
Get them up.
Let's get to the safe zone, people.
Ten enemies remain.
Strong bastard, you'll make it.